Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Sorry, you busted me trying to adjust my camera. You know who this is, the real one. Always 100. Gabriel Skywalker from Skywalker DFS, representing the DFS club. Coming to you guys with an 11-game NBA slate video. Right, Schroeder? Schroeder sitting right here, right off camera. So 11 games. So we got to dissect this. So grab a pen, grab a paper, depending on what time it is. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Grab a beer, grab your coffee, grab a sandwich, because we're gonna break it down. We're gonna dissect it. We're gonna win, guys. So if you're new to the video, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you get something out of this. Because we're gonna dissect it, guys. We're not gonna half-ass it. We're gonna go through it. But first, we're gonna go through yesterday's winners. One on FanDuel and DraftKings. Drop this in the chat room, guys. Got a 276. Very low scoring today to cash. Very odd Sunday, but Sundays in NBA are always odd. So this was FanDuel 276. Look at this, a 244 cashed in DraftKings. Unbelievable. But cashing is cashing, guys. Like I always say, these are all the lineups I dropped in the chat room. This one was pretty good. Came in 33rd in a very large GPP. Look, the 251. Amazing. If Paul George and Jamal Murray wouldn't have played dead in the second half, I would have taken it down. No problem. Another one, a 242. Same thing. Mitchell Robinson, 50%. If I would have known he was that high owned, I would have faded him. No problem. And I probably would have taken this down. I don't know, guys. Just a weird night, but you know what? Cashing is cashing. And look at this. So the story behind this is our chat room, guys, for the DFS club. So LT said, LT, if you're new, LT's my GPP expert for the DFS club. He said, I'm going to bed, y'all. I'm going to drop a lineup for you guys because I love the family and I'm going to go to bed. So he drops a lineup, and guess what happened? It took down. It took down. So these are the things that make me happy and make me proud of what we put together with the DFS club. We don't just show you our winning lineups. I'm showing you our members in here. Did it? D Vega vested $30, won $870. And look at this. To LT, myself and my kids, thank you truly. Helps huge towards Christmas. I mean, wow. I love seeing that kind of stuff. And I love D Vega. You're my brother, man. He checks in on me every day just to say how you doing. I mean, Mitzi's in here giving LT the crown. LT's sleeping during all this, mind you. He has no idea he made all this money for all these people, and he's sleeping. Triple OG, CB Wink, Mitzi, love Mitzi, showing her green here. She won all this green, guys. I mean, we have fun. Dwayne was on fire today. The Whispers in here. We talk smack. We have fun. So here's just a look behind the curtain, guys. If you want to join the family, go to www.dfsclub.com. Daily Fantasy Sports Powerhouse. We are three providers in one. Actually, we're more than that, but the original three is DFS Space. Shout out to him. Shout out to the DFS Whispers and myself, Gabriel Skywalker, Skywalker DFS. Guys, we give you lineups for every single sport. As you saw, that was an NFL showdown. For one low price, the lowest price in the business. We give you lineups for NBA, NFL, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, college basketball, college football. All you got to do is click the join now button. Very important. This is the most important part. You got to click on my logo. Otherwise, I don't get credit. So, yes, it does matter which logo you click on. All right. So, click on the Skywalker logo. And here are your plans. You ready? Look at this. $25 a month gets you every single sport. We cover Prize Picks, DraftKings, FanDuel, Monkey Knife Fight, you name it, Fantasy Draft. We cover it, guys. We do the members only podcast. I go live on YouTube sometimes. 24/7 tips advice. Well, we don't just give you lineups, guys. We teach you how to be a better DFS player with the bankroll management, and what are the right contests to enter. And everybody's helping each other out. We help you build lineups, guys. I give everyone the must-haves, the cash plays of the slate. I drop the GPP plays of the slate. I'm just trying to help everyone be a better DFS player. So come join the family, guys. There's plenty of room for everybody. We have the monthly, the 6 months. You can save some money. You can save a lot of money. Go for a year, which is basically 6 months free. Or you can check us out for a 3-day pass. So www.dfsclub.com, guys. Come join the family. Schroeder and I would love to have you. So the rest of the family. We have over 500 members. We've only been doing this since August 1st. So next week we'll have a better week in the NFL. That I can promise you. I will never, ever, ever roster Matt Ryan again. Lesson learned, right? So with that said, let's get into Draft Dashboard. Just click on the link in the description below, guys. And this tool that right here that we're going to use to break this slate down, you also can have it. $1 for 30 days. Check it out, guys. So let's get into it. Cross our fingers. Hopefully it's not updating. It's done updating. So perfect timing. All right, so we're going to start at point guard. So I'll try not to go too fast, but there's just so many players to cover. I have 49 players to go over. So here we go. LeBron James, 11-2. Maybe. On a big slate like this, you don't need to really pay up that much for like a LeBron James. So, but he's an option and a great matchup. San Antonio's ranked 30th in the league against guards. Like you need a reason to play LeBron. So he's a possibility. Next up, Ice Trae Young, the heart and soul of this Atlanta team. If they're gonna have any chance at winning this game, it goes through Trae Young, guys. You know that. Before the 63, he was in a little rut, 29 and a 46. Yes, a 46 is a rut for Trae Young, but he has a great matchup at home against Minnesota. Just hope for there's not a blowout, and all will be right with the world. So 9-8 looks a lot better than 11-2. So Trae Young's definitely in play for me. Next up, Donovan Spider Mitchell coming off, I believe, a career game if I'm not mistaken, from what I heard points wise. He's 8-4. His price went up a little bit. Not the best matchup going up against Milwaukee, but he's definitely in play. CJ McCollum, not really, not with Lillard. And next up, we got Spencer Dinwiddie in a great matchup against Cleveland. They're ranked 23rd in the league against guards. He's still reasonably priced at 7-6. He can very well be an 8.5 K player and still be reasonable. DraftKings is just weird this year, guys. It's like I figured it out why it's been harder to win because their pricing has been crazy. They've like almost outdone FanDuel pricing. So DraftKings, get your shit together. All right. Spencer Dinwiddie, yeah, only 7-6. Get him in there, guys. Next up, CP3, Chris Paul, in a tremendous matchup against my Golden State Warriors, ranked 30th in the league against guards. And believe it or not, I think this game might be close. So these players might get full run. CP3 is capable. This could be a ceiling game. I have a good feeling about it. Look at his record against the Warriors. 42, 20, 52, 30, and a 35. And some of those were against the old Warriors, you know, my good team, my championship team. So at 6'9", I wouldn't even mind starting there and just fading these guys up here in one lineup, right? Because I dropped 6 lineups in the chat room. But CP3 will definitely be a lot. How should I put this? He'll be in a lot of my lineups. How's that? Sorry, guys. It is 3 in the morning. So after this, I'm going to bed. Next up, we got Shea Gill Alexander. Same game. 43, 32, 12. 6.7K. If you want to stack this game, I wouldn't blame you on the Oklahoma side. Look at this next one. Malcolm Brogdon. He says he feels 100%. He's only 6K. So he's about 2.8K cheaper than what he was before he got hurt. So, and look at the matchup against Memphis, ranked 26th in the league against guards. Brogdon is just way too cheap, guys. I will have tons of shares of Brogdon, so get him in there. Next up, Dennis Schroeder. Now, I'm very picky when I pick him, and I pick my spots, and this is my spot against Golden State. The price is right. It came back down to 5-2. You got to catch him on a good day. Golden State ranked 30. Golden State. Yeah, that sounds about right for my team, but they're ranked 30th in the league against guards. Schroeder can get you a 30 or a 40 at any point, and I think he's going to do it this game here at 5-2. Next up, we got Zach LaVine, still too cheap at 7-5. I'm not really point chasing here. I'm just going off the price tag. So, I mean, at 7-5, he's just pretty much got to get you, I'd probably say 35 fantasy points. So, I don't know. I like the price. I think he'll be in some of my lineups. Next up, oh, let me turn off that so it's not beeping every 5 minutes. The chat room. There we go. Next up, Jeff Teague. Too cheap at 6-3. Going up against Atlanta, I think that's a good matchup. Just like I said, just play for there's no blowout. 6-3, he'll get you 30 fantasy points. It's that simple, guys. Next up, Bembry. If Cam Reddish is out and Bembry gets to start again, you got to roll with him at 5-3. Great matchup. Again, Minnesota. You got a 46 before he got that 29, if you don't remember. But he was also 50% owned. So if he gets to start, look for about the same, probably about 50% owned. Next up, too cheap, Raj Rondo, ranked 29th in the league is San Antonio against guards. Raj, I mean, he still gets decent amount of minutes. Last 2 games, 25 and 18. It just depends on the game flow and how it's going. That's how we know how many minutes Raj is going to get. So at 33 at 5-2, I'm willing to roll that out. San Antonio, again, ranked 29th in the league against guards. Next up, TJ McConnell. I'm surprised he was so high owned last slate. First game back from injury, but he didn't fool no one. I think fantasy DFS players are getting smarter. That's what it is. But he's still only 4-4. He's safe to get you anywhere between 20 to 30 fantasy points. So TJ McConnell, get him in there, guys, for some good value. Next up, I got Kai Bowman. The Warriors have no choice, blowout or not. They're spread so thin that thank God they're young. Thank God it's actually like the Santa Cruz Warriors, which is their minor league team. So I will pick and choose a couple players from this Warriors team, but Kai Bowman's definitely one of them. If you ever watch him play, he's playing his heart out. He wants to make this team, even when everyone coming back. So get him in there at 5-8. Last time he got a 42. His minutes have increased, 32, 36. So the coach has taken notice. So Kai Bowman, get him in there at 5-8. That's a reasonable price. So with that said, let's go to shooting guard. It actually isn't taking too long, guys. Let's see. Jimmy Butler at 7-7. I think that's too cheap. DraftKings is doing this thing like if they have one good game, they'll jack them up by $3,000. If they have one bad game, they'll jack them down by $2,000. It's just like I don't know what they're doing. Don't know. They must have hired somebody else who does their pricing this year, but they need to fix it. DraftKings, are you watching? You need to get your shit together. Jimmy Butler, 7-7. Again, he's getting 51s and 46s. Great matchup against Charlotte. His last game, the only problem was he just wasn't making any shots. So it happens. He's human. But I don't see him doing that again, guys. At 7-7, get yourself some Jimmy buckets. Next up, DeMar DeRozan, 7-7, still in the 7K range. Safe play, guys. If you're looking for safety, here you go. 38, 42, and 45 in his last 3. Next up, I like Andrew Wiggins. Look at this, all greens. Atlanta's ranked 28th in the league against small forwards, guys. 36 and 34 since he's gotten back. And before that, you guys know he was getting those 50-point games. So at 7-6, he could break the slate. Next up, Jaylen Brown's in play at 6-8. Sacramento's ranked 24th in the league against small forwards. Last game, he got a 46. Before that, a 19 to 32. So, on the most part for this season, he's averaging like between 30 and 40 fantasy points. So, Jaylen Brown's a safe play at 6'8". Next up, Josh Richardson. I don't know. Great matchup against Toronto, ranked 26th in the league against small forwards at 6'2". Last game, he came back from injury, only had 25 minutes, but got 44 fantasy points. He's very score independent. If his shots are dropping, they're dropping. 6'2" is a reasonable price, all right? So he's definitely worth a look. Next up, Jeremy Lamb. He came back from injury, 28 minutes, didn't have a great game, but look how cheap he is. He's only 5'8". Before he got injured, guys, he was getting 40s. So I think he got that rust out in that last game, and look for him to ball out at 5'8". All right. We went over Schroeder. Well, yeah, Schroeder's sitting over there now. Levine. Next up, Evan Fournier, 6'4". His price has shot up. I remember when he was like 4 or something, but deserving so. 36, 34, 44 in his last 3. Orlando spread a little thin with no Aaron Gordon, so there's a little bit more shots to go around. There's no Vucevic. So a couple of these guys have been eaten, and Fournier's been one of them. So at 6'4", he's a safe play. Absolutely. Next up, Justin Holiday. If he gets to start again, he's definitely worth a look at 5'2". If he's getting consistent 30s, 34, 32s last two. He got 32 in only 24 minutes last game. So not too bad and a great matchup. His history against Memphis, I mean, that really doesn't matter because that was last year, but I don't know, guys. I like the play. What can I say? Anybody else? No. All right. So I think it just took me longer to go through these players because I do a lot of research and I study. So for me, it takes longer than it does to actually present them. So here we go. We are at small forward. Here we go. Not a big Ben Simmons fan. What can I say? Next up, we got Jason Tatum. I think this is a good bounce back game for him. He only had 25 fantasy points last game, 32 minutes. Going up against Sacramento Queens, he's only 6'9", so he's fallen out of that 7K range. You see what I mean? He had one bad game, and his price plummeted. So just for the price, I can definitely have some shares of Jason Tatum tomorrow, guys. Actually, today now. Next up, still too cheap, Tobias Harris. He's been doing awesome. Only 26 minutes last game, but 37 fantasy points because of the blowout. That's why he only got 26. But for that, 46. He's just been playing absolutely phenomenal. Next up, Jabari Parker, 6'3". I'd rather see him in the 5K range. But again, if Atlanta has any chance at winning, Jabari's got to help out Trae Young. So at 6'3", why not? 35, 25, 26, 32, 26. So he's going to get you in the 20s or 30s. Actually, I'm going to take him off my player pool. I actually don't like that. That's all over the place. Next up, if he plays, Robert Covington at 5'9". Definitely get him in there. He's definitely worth a look. Atlanta's ranked 28th in the league against the big guys, so keep that in mind. Next up, Golden State Warrior game again. Dano Gallinari's under 6K, right? I'm looking for a ceiling game out of him in this one. Golden State's ranked 23rd. Attack them with the bigs, guys. Attack Golden State with the bigs. I can't repeat that enough. Get Gallinari in there. We're going to already went over Lamb. Next up, Jonathan Isaac. Great matchup. I only play him when he has good matchups, but with them spread thin, Isaac's been playing out of his mind. Detroit's ranked 25th in the league. Look at this, 46 and 52 in his last 2 games, with only 29 and 33 minutes played. So not too shabby. Jonathan Isaac at 7'9", I think, is a bargain. Best bang for your buck play right here. All right. Bogdan, he's too banged up. Eric Paschal from the Warriors. OKC's ranked 27th in the league against big men. This guy right here has a future. Look out for him. He's only 5'9", 30, 32, 29. I'd say he gets probably between 35 to 40 fantasy points. That's my guess. So hear it here first. All right. Let's see. Next up, DeAndre Hunter. 34 and 29 and 46 fantasy points in his last 3 games. I don't know how I've overlooked him, but I have. Going up against Minnesota, ranked 21st in the league against bigs. So he can definitely eat at that price, guys. Next up, 5'5" Miles Bridges and a good matchup against Miami. Good matchup. 48, 25, 27. He's another one of those players that are all over the place, but at 5'5", I can live with that. All right. Definitely live with that. Next up, TJ Warren's only 5'2". Because look, he had a 7-point game. So they dropped his price by like $2,000. So at 5'2", TJ Warren, absolutely. He's very score independent, so his shots need to be falling. But that's hard. That's just hard to bypass right there, that price tag. Got to get him in there. We went over Holiday. Next up, Carmelo Anthony, 55 years old, but he still got it. He's only 5K. Chicago is ranked, what is that, 29th in the league against bigs. So for 5K, he's going to get a full run. Just like he did last game, they slowly increased his minutes. So he's going to start. He's going to get his 30 minutes in, guys. Just hope his shots are falling. And he'll get you there at 5K. And these big 11-game slates, man, you got to pick and choose the best bang for your buck. Look at Chetty, man. What did I tell you about him? What did I tell you? He's going to come back to Chetty, and he has. Last 2 games, 30 and 31 fantasy points. He's only 4'6", going up against Brooklyn. He's definitely worth a look, guys. And gals also. That's it. Let's go to power forward. All right. So Sabonis, great matchup. Against Memphis, ranked 21st in the league against bigs. His price hasn't moved. 8-1, 40, 48, 35. So he's been on a little decline since Miles Turner's come back, but not too bad. Not too bad, guys. Kevin Love might not play, so if he doesn't play, we'll get into that. Next up, Blake Griffin says he's going to play. At 7-1, it's rare to see Blake Griffin at that price. I don't know. He should be fully healthy by now. I don't see why he wouldn't be. So if he gets his 40 or 50-point game and you miss out at 7-1 on an 11-game slate, you're going to be not too happy. All right, so he's worth a look. Next up, Tobias Harris. We already went over him. We went over Covington. Lauri Markkanen at 5'5". Now, hear me out. Portland is absolutely dreadful against big men. So, Lauri Markkanen is my sneaky play of the day. You heard it here first. Portland's ranked 30th in the league against bigs. 30th. And at 5'5", you guys know he can bust out a 50-point game at any moment. This is the game. All right? So, Lauri Markkanen, get him in there at 5'5". Next up, who do we got? Wendell Carter Jr., 6'5". Getting his full run of minutes back. Portland's ranked 30th. Just like I said, you can stack these two together, and I wouldn't hate you for it. 44 last game. And they got a full run. So, Wendell Carter's definitely in play. Next up, Rashawn Holmes coming off a great game. Has another great matchup against Boston. 36 minutes, 43 fantasy points in his last game. Last 3, 43, 29, 45. So 6'2", you can put him at center or power forward, so which is a great thing. On DraftKings, not Fanduel. Did we go over Hunter? Yeah, we did. We did. Next up, Belizia. Especially if no Bogdanovich, if he's not going to play on a back-to-back, which you probably won't. Belizia has a steal again at 5'6". probably get full run, probably get you 30 or more fantasy points. All right. So who's next? We already went over TJ, Carmelo, Chetty. Okay, that's it. So let's go to center. Schroeder's gonna love this one. So Karl Anthony Towns is in play against Atlanta. Bigs destroy Atlanta. What's his history against them? Look at this. This is Skywalker's play of the day, and it's not a sneaky one. It'll probably be chalky, but 72, 70, and 86. The last three against Atlanta, guys. 72, 70, and 86. Atlanta's ranked 28th overall in defense, so ranked 20th against centers. He's a must play at 10-4. So instead of paying up for the LeBrons, for the Giannis, for, who else is it? AD. I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with the cat. I'm rolling with those 70-point games. All right. Not without question. Next up, Joel Embiid. I love the price at 8-8. Tough matchup against Toronto, but it's Joel Embiid. That doesn't count. All right. It's just not fair when he plays. 49, 47, and 50 in his last three. So he's a safe play at 8-8. He's not going to go out there and get you a 20. All right. And he doesn't even need that many minutes. His games have been blowout. Look, 25, 27 minutes. Blowout games. Sabonis we went over. Bam Adebayo's next in a wonderful matchup against Charlotte. Nobody down low to stop them. They're ranked 30th in the league, which is damn near last. So Bam Adebayo at 7-1, definitely in play. This is why I got to run 6 lineups, guys, because we got to cover all bases in the DFS club. Next up, Tristan Thompson with no Kevin Love. Definitely in play. 42 last game with no Kevin Love. 35 minutes. Yeah, 6-8, still way too cheap. Next up, we got Miles Turner. He hasn't blown my socks off yet since he's come back from injury, but at 6-1 in a great matchup, his ceiling game is due. Yeah, he got a 45 2 games ago, but 25 and then a 26. So he's due. And what I tell you about next up, Jarrett Allen, man, I'm going to keep playing this guy. Going up against Cleveland, 36-45 in his last 2. He's only 6-1. He had another great game today. So, yes, yes, and yes. Next up, Hassan Whiteside, if he plays, maybe at 6-1. I probably won't play him, but I know a lot of you guys will. So I put him on my on my player pool. He's just not consistent enough, guys. I personally can't stand that guy. And then for value, Tony Bradley for 4K. Definitely if Gobert is out. Only if Gobert is out. You're going to roll some Bradley. He comes off the bench. He's solid for 4K. He'll get you about 20 to 30 fantasy points. And was there somebody I forgot? Larry Nance Jr. Here we go. If Kevin Love is out, roll some Larry Nance at 5-7. Last game, 32 minutes, 33 fantasy points. All right. So that's going to do it for the player pool, guys. So are you guys ready for your favorite part of the video and mine? It is time for hashtag Schroeders Picks. Come here, Schroeder. It's time. So Schroeder's going to give us his 2 double-doubles, and who's going to get the triple-double. So let's go to my player pool here. Let me grab this little rascal. All right, so here's this little rascal. He's a little upset because the heater just kicked on. Yeah, it's like 68 degrees outside, so we're freezing here in California. But he likes to sit over the heater and get warm, so he's a little upset. But this will only take a second, okay? Who's going to get us the first double-double tomorrow? You're already, look at him look. He loves what he does. Who's it going to be? Take a look. You need a closer look? Okay. All right, you guys heard that, right? So Schroeder's first pick is going to be Bam Adebayo for a double-double. Take that to the bank. All right, Schroeder. So looking at my player pool here, who's going to get the second double-double? Who are you saying? Who's going to get it? Okay, you guys heard that one too, right? So he says Jared Allen. He's going bold today. I like it. I like it a lot. Do I even need to ask who your third player is going to be? Because I already know who you're going to pick. Do I even need? I'm going to go through the player pool. He's already jumping out of the screen here. Who's it going to be? Who's getting the triple double? Wow. So he just told you guys straight up. So I'm going to let him go so he can get back on the heater. That's Schroeder Skywalker. Hashtag Schroeders Picks. Cat, guys. He picked Cat. Carl Anthony Towns to get the triple double to break the slate. I wonder why that's his favorite player. Jeez Louise. But I don't blame him. I'm with him on that one, guys. So let's get you a free lineup sponsored by Draft Dashboard and the DFS Club. Now, this is Draft Dashboard, guys. It's $1 for 30 days. If you click on the link in the description below, you too can have Draft Dashboard, guys. You get access to all my player pools, all my watch players, all my saved lineups. Try it out for 30 days. If you don't like it, you can cancel it at any time. No harass, no bullshit, no fees, no none of that. So check it out, guys. You can do like a million lineups here. So we got TJ McConnell, Spider Mitchell, TJ Warren, Toby, Hassan Whiteside, Schroeder, Sabonis, and Gallinari. So I will save this for my Draft Dashboard users, guys, so they can look at it and critique it however they want to do it. That's going to do it for the video. I appreciate you guys hanging in there. It's 11 game slate, so we don't want to mess around. We want to win money, guys. So that's what we're going to do. Come join the family, guys. www.dfsclub.com. Come hang out with Mitzi. Come hang out with LT. Come hang out with all of us. CV Wink, Triple OG, D Vega. I mean, we're all like family, guys. All right. Come hang out with Dwayne. Dwayne dropped some fire today. We have sharks in there, legitimate sharks who believe in our vision to make DFS affordable for everyone. So they, out of the kindness of their heart, also are in here dropping lineups. All right. Including everybody's dropping their lineups. But we're one big happy family, guys. Come check us out. There's plenty of room for everybody. Yeah, so that's going to do it, guys. Come join the winning team. And let's get that bread, like I always say. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It is now 3:04, so I'm going to go to bed. So hopefully I wake up and I see you guys in that chat room. Shout out to LT again for that takedown, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, what you do for the family. Just shout out to everyone. Love all you guys. I had something personally happen in my personal life yesterday, so and the day before, so I didn't put out a video the night. And everyone in the chat room has been there for me, so thank you guys. That means a lot to me. Going through a hard time, but I'm not gonna make you guys depressed by that. But maybe another video I'll tell you what happened. So let's get out of here, guys. I love all of you. May God bless you. May God bless your families. Remember, every day above ground is a good day. All right. So let's get out of here. Let's get that bread that don't take shit from nobody. And I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Or if you're, I might go live. So stay tuned. All right, guys. Take care.